All right, we're gonna do some juicing here today. Gonna use that big juicer. And we're gonna fill this up. It's two liters of juice capacity. And what we're gonna juice is these carrots, beets, probably just one of those, kale, coriander or cilantro, parsley, flat leaf parsley. The curly stuff isn't really quite as good. Organic celery, and a half a cabbage. Yeah, that's right. An entire half of a cabbage. Not those, maybe one in there, but. And then we're going to do one envy apple. Save that one for later. Okay, let's get started. You know, cabbage actually tastes pretty good juiced, amazingly. Gonna have to chop this up into pieces though, otherwise it's not gonna fit down the chute. Kablam. All right, save that for later. This cilantro is really fresh. You can tell by the ends and also the health of the leaves. Very nice. You want to rinse it out because usually it's got dirt in it. Man, they must have put this out today. It's that fresh. Man, we lucked out big time. And we're probably going to want to just juice about half. A little more than half, actually. There we go. You don't get a ton of juice out of them, especially with this style juicer, but it's better than nothing, that's for sure. And the actual health benefits of coriander and parsley are surprising, truly. All right, so the same for the parsley. Slice off the ends. Oh yeah, look, you can notice some unfresh bits in there. Gonna want to pull those out. Cut those too. About that much. Save the rest. Okay, let's cut one of these beasts off. And my wife hates beets, but she does drink the juice. I think the golden beets have slightly less of a beet flavor. She claims that beets taste like dirt. I know a lot of people do. I can't tell. So I'm in the pro beet camp. We find a happy medium with these golden beets. And I'm also going to include the beet greens because they are edible and there are some good nutrients in there. So we'll just wash these off. And they are so fresh. Really, truly fresh. Usually these beet greens, they look pretty bad. But these ones are okay. Just maybe get some of these kind of gross little bits off. All right. Cut the end off of that. Maybe get some of this junk out like that. Okay. Cut it in half. There we go. That looks pretty good. You know what? Maybe we're going to go 2 beets. I think we're actually going to go 2 beets here because they're that good. Get rid of that junk. Where'd my knife go? There we go. Get that sucker out of there. This is a bit of a messy proposition. Not going to lie, you're going to get junk on the floor. But nothing can't be cleaned up with a napkin, really. And a sponge on your counter. I just get a bucket ready, and I don't bother skinning anything. There's no point. Okay, this bunch of kale, I got the straight kale. There's another kind of kale that I get that's darker, but I couldn't find it in the grocery store, so this is going to have to do. This is the fish section kale, brand of kale that we have all seen in the past, used for packing, laying out seafood in the grocery store shelves in the meat section. All right. So I just rinsed it. There's no prep needed on the kale. You just let it go. Let it go freely. That is not the case for celery. You definitely do want to cut off the ends, not too far from the top. Also, you do want to cut off the tops. This green stuff I found is quite bitter. So you just want to cut the tops off like that. And then in the middle, there's this section. This section you want to get rid of. You don't want to juice that. It's pretty bitter. So, but that's what you're left with. Pretty decent haul for that one stock section. All right, so I'm just washing these off now. You want to kind of get into each one of the troughs and make sure there's no dirt hiding in there. There's really nothing wrong with dirt, but sometimes, I don't know, it's just a little pack of mud or perhaps even some bugs. I don't know. You still want it. Okay, one thing I forgot to pull out, which we are going to juice today, is blueberries. These are already rinsed. We're just going to throw the entire pack of blueberries in to the juicer. All right. So that's that. Let's collect up our wastage so far and throw it out. I guess if you compost, you can throw these on your compost heap. I'm in an apartment. We have no compostage here, so garbage it is. All right. Beautiful. Move this stuff out of the way. And that's that. All right. Now we're going to focus on the juicing. Okay, so we're going to just do some juicing, and I'll cut you off in the middle, just so you get an idea. It's pretty repetitive. So you get that going like that. It's not a quiet operation. find bunching up the leafy stuff and jamming it in is a little more effective, especially when you get to the parsley and the cilantro. Also running it through with some stiffer vegetables like carrots, I think also provides kind of like a nice base for the teeth, the juicing teeth to really sink in to the looser leafy stuff. Also, when I push down, I let off on it so that the spinning thing can actually build up some speed again. Seems to be the most effective. Wow, the smells coming out of here are so good because these vegetables are so fresh. Give it some light taps like that instead of pressing down hard. Keeps the spinning teeth going a bit faster. All right, here we go. Just the last of the kale. There we go. Boom. All right. Now what we're going to do is, all right, this is all the pulp. And about this juicer, people complain the pulp is too wet. And I agree. The pulp is too wet. There is too much juice in this pulp. However, The juicer itself is fast, and it does the job. I mean, look at all the juice that we got in here, right? I mean, that's quite a bit of juice that we got already. So we're gonna squeeze some more out. Put this bag back in the bucket. All right, now replace the bucket. Good. Mix up the pulp, which I agree is quite wet. There are people reviewing this juicer. This is the Breville. I don't remember the name, whatever. It's in the description, or it's in the pinned comments, or however it is we do things like that. Anyways, we'll just run it through again. Why not? So here we go. Simply turn that back on. There. Make a potato-sized ball and cram it down the chute. You want to make it fill up as much of the chute as possible, and you'll see why in a second. We'll get rid of that. All right, take your plunger, there, and just tap it lightly. And I have actually tested this with a scale. And I weighed the basket before and after doing this, and we get about 4 or 6 more ounces of juice. And I would actually argue that the juice that you get out of this pulp is more of that. The juice you get out of this pulp is more of a deep leafy green, because you can see that a lot of the leafy stuff is still intact. So when you do this more compacted pulp potato, you're going to get more out of it. I mean, let's face it, organic vegetables are kind of expensive, so you want to get the most out of it, right? I didn't do this today. I should have, but there's also a lemon, like you can also put a lemon in. There we go. Oh, one more thing I forgot. The apple. Will it fit? No, it will not fit. Get out of there. We'll quarter it. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oops. Too full. All right, well, I think we're about done. Definitely made a bit of a mess here. But that's actually quite a lot of juice just for those small amount of vegetables that we got. I think this was about maybe $20 worth of vegetables, and that's 2 liters of super fresh juice. If you go to a juicing place, not only are you going to get vegetables of dubious quality, you know what quality you're getting here. You're going to get a lot more volume of actual high quality juice. Like, we didn't put water in this juice. We just juiced vegetables. And one fruit for sweetness. If you are so inclined. If you don't want your juice to be sweet, it actually tastes perfectly fine without an apple. There are more sensitive palates around who prefer a piece of fruit or two in their juice. All right. Let's get ourselves a cup. There you go. Yeah, you can see that color. It's deep and green. And we'll try it out. It's quite good. If you throw ginger in there, I'd do like two big meaty chunks of ginger root. Just throw it in there with the celery or carrots to kind of hang on to it and not let it chunk out. And it makes your juice nice and spicy, and it's really so good. It actually is really quite good. Anyways, so there you go. That's the juicing operation complete. Hope you learned something, and see you next time.